should turn my mic on. Okay, hello. It is Tuesday night and I am ready to party. I don't know who all is here with me, but I am excited to have you. I literally just got my COVID-19 booster and my flu shot, so I am super immune to everything. Joke. I know it doesn't kick in for a little bit, and ready to go. Hey, Plushy Mancer, how are you doing? Anyway, before I set the stream to live, I did almost forget to hide the porn, so someday I'm gonna make that mistake, but not today, Satan. Anyway, how is everyone here on this Tuesday night? I have already pre-taken some Tylenol. Oh, yes, the grant writing. I see. I have to admit, it's one of those things where it's like, there was a certain point in my life as far as considering my career options where I was like, basically, I am not going to be able to do something that's like an academic career or anything that will require me to do anything such as beg for money or market. It's just gonna have to be convince a company to continue giving me raises because I'm just not good at it. The one time I tried to negotiate for a raise, it went remarkably badly for me, but did get me to find another job that was willing to pay me more money and also give me a bunch of raises, so I don't really mind that in the end. That place sucked, actually. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I was gonna change my outfit for this stream. I could probably still do it. But I could still do it. Just everyone. Let's see. Which one is it? Maybe it's not in here. Okay, maybe I will do the outfit change next time. I was gonna put on like a comfy sweatshirt for the model. Yeah, so I've already pre-taken my Tylenol, and also have a glass of water here with a bunch of like weird hydration electrolyte powder from this company called Liquid IV, which I'm not shilling for. I don't get paid money to do anything except for my actual job that I only do from the hours of 9 to 5. But this is like flavored like apple pie, and it's honestly kind of impressive how well it kind of replicates that. It even smells like pastry crust. It's weird. It tastes pretty good though. The pharmacy told me to hydrate, so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm gonna start the first sprint at 6:10 on my clock, which is in about 2 minutes. I forgot to fix the thing that should make the overlay make the ding noise for me, so I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on the timer, which was fine last time, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what else. So I think if I finish this chapter, there's like maybe one other full chapter that I need to write that is between me and the stuff that I have written for the end of this fic, basically, because I've pre-written a bunch of the ending material because I know what goes in between. I just need to like write it. It's just a lot faster for me to write the stuff that doesn't already appear in the main story because I can just kind of vibe my way through that. Anyway, you heard it first on stream here. There are 2 more sex scenes left in this fic. I have written 1.5 of them. I'm kind of hoping to finish this one off before the year's out, so we'll see if I get there. Fingers crossed. I do have 2 weeks off around Christmas, so possibly if I don't have anything else to be doing then. Yeah, so close to being done. This is like the first thing that I've finished ever. Apart from like a handwritten draft of a Pokemon fanfiction that I wrote when I was 12 and distributed to my friends. Like very punk zine style, except for with more gel pens than like punk sensibilities, because I didn't know what a punk was yet. Yeah, it's like I'm not super great at actually finishing things. It's like, but this is like kind of giving me a little bit of faith that I could like maybe actually sit down and finish a longer thing. Because a lot of the time I've won NaNoWriMo in the past. I have completed 50,000 words, but not actually completed a whole ass novel. Like the story arc is not complete, or like I have completed one story arc, but there's like 3 as part of the actual thing I love. Okay, and it is 6:11, so I'm gonna start a timer on the clock, and we'll see how far I get. Okay, so there's 20 minutes on the clock. I'm back to writing footnotes. So what is everyone out there working on right now? Apart from Plushymancer, who I know is doing grant writing. Oh, nice, writing the exchange fic. Which exchange is it? Nice. It's like, I was like, oh, I have so much time to finish my, to like, write my exchange fic for the Locked Tomb exchange, but then I'm like, oh fuck, it's almost December. How does time happen? Oh, nice. Actually, I've played a bit of, oh. Hey Jess, what's up? Oh yeah, I hear a lot of good things about Don't Starve. I actually have a copy of it, but I've never actually played it. I do know some friends who like play together on a Don't Starve Together server, but I should actually like play that rather than just letting my video games sit there while I pick up more mobile games with cute anime girls in them. Have I ever wished that Stardew Valley was stressful? I guess kind of. I mean, I play Minecraft, so it's kind of same principle. Yeah, the art is really charming, I think, for Don't Starve. Oh yeah, and as far as the Imeric Estonian, I haven't actually gotten to the point in, so I've played an amount of FF14, but I haven't actually gotten to the part where you meet all them Ishgard dudes. I think those guys are from Ishgard, or at least I think I had started poking into Ishgard a little bit on my like the character that I've gotten farthest on. I'm just like not actually good at sticking to an MMO if I have to boot it on a separate partition. Yeah, the Ishgard dudes, those guys, the guys. Most of what I know about that part of Final Fantasy XIV is that is dragon fucking as a religious conflict. That's a really it's a really delightful thing to get to have a religious conflict over. Not that many more footnotes in this section. Talking about this right at the beginning of stream, but I just got all my fucking vaccinations. Yeah, hopefully experiencing that nice 5G signal boost. Walgreens gave me the option to also do my flu shot at the same time, so I have pre-taken a bunch of Tylenol to hopefully ward off any side effects. I didn't get a huge amount last time, so I'm hoping it's not gonna be a thing. I should cut off, like, take out the last section of this and like move it into the next chapter, but I don't feel like the section 2 really has the right end feeling. Oh, hello. Hello, Silent Author 1942. Welcome. Nice to see more people popping into chat. I'm in the middle of our first sprint of the night. You can see the timer up at the top of the screen. So I am currently working on one of my fan fiction projects and adding in all the footnotes that are part of how I write this one. So feel free to join in, hang out and chat, tell us a little bit about what you're working on tonight. We're just hanging out here, listening to lo-fi, getting stuff done. So I write in the Arknights fandom, which is a Chinese mobile game. So this is my big long fic project that I'm hoping to finish out by the end of the year. Before I start whatever the fuck I choose for my next one. Oh, try genre sip. That sounds so like it kind of like when you say try genre, that's sort of like a, I don't know, sci-fi action comedy kind of thing. Or, you know, as an example of what kind of three genres could be combined. Oh, nice. Science fiction, fantasy, RPG. Those are all fun. I guess technically, you know, I'm like, I've written in the World of Warcraft fandom, and I feel like World of Warcraft is very much in the like sci-fi fantasy RPG zone, so it's like that's definitely something that I think is appealing, even if I have a love-hate relationship with World of Warcraft, as anyone who's been on my stream before will know. Chapter is so fucking long. Oh lord. Okay. Maybe I should. Maybe if I do cut this part and put it in the next chapter. It's 772 words. It's like it's not a horrible place to leave off. It just is. So on it. Yeah, it's like sometimes the chapters are just fucking long. It's like this part of the main game storyline too that I'm like borrowing some of the text from is also the point at which the chapters become like half an hour long to read. It's like I was shilling the videos of the game story to a friend who doesn't have time in her life for gacha games, which is probably for the best, you know. It's truly, it's like, you know, truly that's probably a better course of action. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry about all of you suffering in Genshin hell. And she was like, okay, so it's like these first few chapters, okay, here's like a half-hour story video, here's like an hour story video, and then it gets to like chapter 8, and it's like, why are all these individual story nodes, why is the chapter 8 video like 10 hours long? And I'm like, that's just the chapter 8 life, welcome to hell. Every chapter has like 10,000 words in it, every bit has like 10,000 words in it for some fucking reason. Because the Arknight's writers cannot shut up. Oh, and there's the timer. So that is the end of our first sprint. Now we're going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to just hang out here, chat, stretch my wrists. Already out of water, so hopefully I don't get too thirsty. Oh yeah. I don't play Genshin, but I know some people in this chat could tell you about how it is currently. I know Plushymancer plays. I just know that the gacha is just a special level of hell. But I get the impression that people are still having fun with it. Like the story stuff seems like it's been interesting. Also, I get the impression that they just said that they're about to release 2 very hot women, so I'm, you know, congratulations, all y'all. I forget what was in March, but I think there's been a lot since then. Like the whole Inazuma? Yeah, my only exposure to Genshin mostly is living through other people and interacting with my friends' fan works, the stuff that they retweet onto my timeline, and like, I'm trying to think of what else, and people role-playing from it. It's like the MiHoYo RPG that I play occasionally, I haven't played in a while, is Honkai Impact. Yeah, there is a lot of pretty art. The art, it looks gorgeous. Honkai Impact is also by the same publisher and has kind of similar, I want to say similar style. It's more sci-fi though. It's definitely it's definitely strongly sci-fi, kind of alien invasion that is opposed by Elon Musk and the Catholic Church. It's a weird game and it's full of lesbians. And as we know, that's the brand here. If it's full of lesbians, I'm on it. But really, honestly, you can get most of the interesting stuff from Honkai Impact from the comics that they have on their website, which are like the whole ass story. Because the game story is honestly kind of confusing without the comics. And then you can just go and hang out in fanfiction. I think it's kind of similar to how Genshin works in terms of like some of the combat, but not all. It's not just open world. It's more like there's no gathering, which is unfortunate because gathering is my favorite part of every RPG, which was why I was really into Glitch back in the day, because it's an RPG that's entirely about gathering. It's just really nice. I like gathering and crafting things, specifically when the crafting is not excruciating, which is unfortunately true of so many games that I've played. I used to go on these like big long circuits of gathering nodes in World of Warcraft if I just wanted to like do an activity in a chill way and also get a bunch of crafting mats. Feels very much like that experience. Sprint. Exciting. Anyway. So I recently got a bunch of, so it's like vaguely embarrassing whenever I pre-order a bunch of keyboard stuff and then it arrives like a year later and it's like, oh right, I have like way more keyboard stuff than I know what to do with. But I did recently finally get my set of comfy alphas and also add-ons, which is very exciting because I think they're going to look really cute on the keyboard that I use up here. Completely with desk mats, which means I need to clean off my desk so I can swap out my desk mats. Then I also, my Magic Girl Portico did arrive a while ago. I just need to do something with it. I really like how it comes with a carrying case though, because it's really useful if I ever actually go into the office ever again. We'll see if I ever go into the office ever again. But I guess if I, like, I don't know, wanted to have a mechanical keyboard at, I don't know, the library or something. Oh, nice. Frog desk mat. Ideal. Yeah, bring it to the coffee shop. Oh, it's like, usually I find it a little bit more useful if I have the library's cool. I've actually finally started going to my local library because I live in a suburb now, and we have one that's number one within walking distance and also relatively robust. I know, it's time for more writing. like it very much there. It's very peaceful, very cute. I've been to the big fancy library that's like downtown once, although it was honestly kind of overwhelming. I guess I've technically been there a few times, but just like once to actually get books, because I used to work nearby there, so I'd like go walk around the garden area. I was really glad when the local municipality got rid of library fines, though, because I definitely had a bunch of library fines that I was like, this is stopping me from using the library because I'm too embarrassed to look at a librarian in the eye, because I needed some books for like 6 months while I was working on a paid writing assignment for a tabletop RPG thing. I gotta go look up some references. That's M88, I think. Oh wait, I already have this open somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay. This is a long ass monologue, Calcit. Yeah, it's been nice to be able to like go to the library and pick books off of the like new books shelf, because I used to buy a lot of books, and I still do, because I have a disease, and the disease is that I'm a fucking nerd, and I just like collecting poetry books. But it's nice to be able to like get them from a library, try stuff out, not spend my entire paycheck at the feminist bookstore. I mean, the feminist bookstore deserves my entire paycheck, but okay. But I need money for goods and services. And also, for those of you who are here for the first time tonight, I'm delighted to have you here, and I will be skipping Thursday this week because it's Thanksgiving here, but I will also be streaming next week, and I'm hoping to continue on doing more streams like this in the future. So if you follow this channel, number one, there's going to be a cute animation that you'll see on screen, and number two, I would be very grateful because I love to have people here in the chat while I'm working. Oh, thank you, Silent Author 1942, for the follow. Starting to get some of the arm aches from the vaccinations, but not too bad. Hope you're excited for me to be live blogging all of my weird symptoms. listening to tonight is Lo-Fi Girl. I believe this is the chill beats for studying, and God, what is the actual name of this playlist? I always forget. It's Lo-Fi Hip Hop Radio, beats to relax / study to, true classic. If you want to check out some of the playlists that I use for myself, they're in the panels on my About page. Almost done with the sprint. Exciting. Gotta like fuck around with the text of this part a little bit, but I think oh, this is absolutely gonna hit 6K. This might be the longest chapter that I've done. Lord. Chapter. Okay, and there's the timer. If you're doing the sprint, now's your time to take a break, rest your wrists, check your Twitter feeds, or maybe don't if you value your sanity. So yeah, I think based on where I'm leaving this chapter, that is sort of maybe like one more chapter of serious beefy content. Maybe two. I don't know. We'll find out. It may be kind of long, and then go into the denouement, as it were. One more chapter that I actually have to like completely write after this, because I've done a lot of pre-writing of some of the stuff that comes afterward. Vaccine arm, so we're gonna start our next next one at 7:10, which is in about 8 minutes. Oh, nice. Draft might almost be done. Yeah, the ending of a draft is often it's like either always like really easy or really hard for some reason. I feel like where it's like either you have the vision or it's like I don't fucking know how to end this. I don't know. I've rewritten it like sometimes if I don't have like the right vibe for something, whether it's either the beginning or the end of a chapter, I just like keep rewriting it until it vibes, and I never know how many drafts it's gonna actually take. Yeah, it's a lot easier to edit when you're like at a desktop or a laptop rather than like necessarily on like a tablet or something like that, I think. Just because there are some writing tools that I go to specifically because I don't want to try and it's not as good for me to go back and fuck around with what I've already written. Yeah, selecting things on the tablet is just an exercise in frustration. It's like I have done some writing on like my phone of all things before, because I keep all my writing stuff in a GitHub repository. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I kind of like doing self-editing, and I know a lot of people really don't enjoy it, but I kind of like being able to streamline a lot of the stuff that I've written and make it sound more like what I want it to sound like. It's one of those things that I've always been able to kind of do based on just sort of like, does the sentence vibrate though? Just because I'm one of those computer people where it's like my interest in programming doesn't come from like make the math go burr. It's more like make the linguistics go burr. So it's like my interest in stuff like writing has always, my interest in both computers and writing is often powered by like, does this communicate the concept correctly that I'm trying to go for? God, why is my frame rate so shitty? I mean, the answer is I'm streaming off of a laptop, and that's just what happens. Maybe if I close some Firefox tabs. It's probably because I have all these Firefox tabs open, in fact. Note to self, go back and read that fan fiction later. Got everyone in their early Black Friday sales. I hate this. If I just close all the tabs that have sales in them, then I won't buy things. There's just something really like nice about like punching up a line or a paragraph or like a bit of dialogue and having it just like vibe just right. You can't see me, but I'm doing like the okay hand. It's the sort of chef kiss. Gotta get one of those things that'll detect my hand motions so I can do that. Some fan fiction that I wrote when I was back in college, where one of the comments that I got it that I have literally never forgotten to this day, despite the fact that it's been over 10 years, where someone was like, one of the things that I really like about this was like that even if you took all the like name tags off of the dialogue, I still feel like I'd be able to tell who said what. And I was just so enamored of that comment that it's like that's always It is often part of what I'm striving for. Fucking love punching up a draft, even if I don't actually do that much editing, honestly. Or I do a lot of it while I write. Maybe I'll ever work my way up to like actually having a beta reader. I'm just, first of all, impatient. I want to make people put their eyeballs on my writing, and number two, it's the mortifying ordeal of being read. Okay, it's 7:10. Let's go. Oh god, I can't fucking spell timestamp. Okay, there we go. Starting the timer. 20 minutes on the clock. Yeah, it's like, I swear to God, I've never seen a Mishra sentence that was like anything less than like 800% polished. Yeah, I should probably have a beta for Exchange Fix, so I'm probably gonna, well, it's like I do have a whole ass lot of people who've read Lock Tomb shit, and I'm pretty sure that I don't know anyone else who signed up for the Exchange, so I can ask someone. Yeah. Yeah, it's like usually when I'm like getting, or it's like, well, honestly, what I'm gonna do is probably just make my wife beta my shit. Because number one, she has a degree in English and she has never held back on being like, I think this could be better. Like, you know, there are some people where out of love they will be like, oh no, this is perfect. She's not one of those people, which I value about her quite a bit. Uh, just gonna shove that into a very long footnote. Because technically I can keep this under 6K if I just paste words that are already in the prose into the footnotes. Just move words around. Man, I should light a scented candle while I do these, except for we go through scented candles way too fast in this household. I bought this like nice fancy candle that smells like sort of forest campfire thing from this place called Lorelight Candleworks. The scent is called First Watch, and not only did it arrive within like 2 days of me ordering it, but we have already like burned it down to like the last quarter because we really liked it so much. Which means that I need to, just if anyone wants to get us a gift for any reason at any time, just send us some fucking scented candles. We have a scented candle subscription box. We need more scented candles than that, than the one that we get mailed every month. It is really a problem. We really just like candles. You just bring us some fucking candles. It's like the drill tweet, $3,000 on candles. It's like, my family is dying, please help me budget. Except for that's just how we live. I like all my keyboards, but part of the problem with me typing on external keyboards is that I'm not used to the kind of activation, like, pressure you need, so I end up, like, double typing keys and stuff. Oh, nice! Done. Complete. Congratulations on finishing the first draft. what to write next. That's always kind of tricky, especially because sometimes it's like, you know, it has to be as the spirit moves you. I'm so hungry. I should have gotten a snack at Walgreens. I guess I'm gonna make dinner right after this. There's the timer. Whoops. Totally missed that, but I'm right on time anyway. Alright, 7:30. One more to go. Take your stretch breaks. Check the Twitters. Well, it looks like all my websites have gone down yet again because for whatever reason Apache 2 just decides to sometimes stop. Exciting. Guess I'll fix that after stream. Fucking servers. I recently got this mug that's from the Not a Wolf Twitter that says, "I'm begging you to stop emailing me," and I'm feeling that. I get too many emails. I just need to start hitting the unsubscribe button very liberally. am very close to being done with this chapter, which will be exciting. I'll probably do a little bit of fucking around more with the words, the actual word content. But I think probably I can post it before we get in the car to go drive places for Thanksgiving, so that's exciting. Celebrate Thanksgiving by making everyone really sad on AO3, which is my hobby. Every time I post a new chapter, there's like some fandom discords that I posted in to be like, alert for all you following my fics. Hello, naughty children, new suffering dropped. And then I just listen to everyone type out their pain noises. It's a good time. I don't know why I'm like this. I think it's probably because I think I have to blame it on... Okay, no, I was like this before I got into role-playing games. Because I feel like I was in like a very... Like, I feel like role-playing games made it worse. The degree to which I am a story-writing sadist. Oh, that's exciting. That's always exciting when the reveals happen. It's like, oh, everyone gets to see what it is. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of people who like I've written an amount of fluff, and there's a lot of people who are just very dedicated to the fluff life. But I personally am just like a fucking knife twister. How do you think they know? Is it just because you're like relatively, you've got a style, as it were? That, and I guess if someone is requesting like the specific pairing that you write a lot of, then it's like, who's the go-to person for beautiful flowery prose in this particular pairing tag? It's that guy. Sometimes you just have like turns of phrase that you use. I know I also do this where it's like there's particular like ways of describing like body language or like turns of phrase that I use a whole lot. And I'm like, whenever I catch myself doing it, I'm like, God fucking damn it. Yeah, it's kind of funny where it's like some fandoms, and there's like some fandoms are just kind of like a small world, and then some like particular subsets of fandoms are kind of a small world. That's kind of funny, but it's like I don't know, I think sometimes it's like there's only so many ways you can describe something. Oh, it's kind of cute that you got one of your Twitter mutuals, though. Sometimes I think it would be fun to run an exchange of like mostly people I know, although I'm not sure if there'd be like enough overlapping fandoms to be able to operate something like that, but on the other hand, if I got, like, say, a Genshin prompt or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, read up on stuff until I feel like I can conceivably write these characters pretty well. Just see how well you can. It's like, you might get a fandom that you've never read, and just see how well you can do. I think that's kind of an interesting thing to try, but on the other hand, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable doing that. And it might be kind of weird to actually post to AO3 if it's like, this is my dubiously researched fan fiction of a canon that I actually haven't played. Yeah, I mean, I made myself basically like speed run learning to write like a lot of different character voices very fast this summer by being like, I'm just gonna take requests, put some characters from this fandom in my request box, and I'll see what I can do, and I will figure out how to write them really fast. So I feel relatively confident in picking up character voices very quickly, but yeah, it's yeah, it's kind of cute. Um, like I've seen some exchanges where it's just sort of like we're gonna try and fill all prompts. We're not going to try and fill them well, uh, but you have like 3 days to do them. I forget what that one's called, but I think that one's really funny. Um, Yeah, and it is 7:39, so a little less than a minute until we start the next sprint, which is the last one for the night, and the last one for this week, because it's a holiday week here in the United States. And God help me if I tried to stream from my parents' internet, because I have standards, and my standards are it has to be at least gigabit, but my parents, despite the fact that my dad is a computer nerd, do not. Okay, starting up the timer. Okay, 20 minutes on the clock, let's go. Maybe put a footnote here. I'm feeling like I probably want one there. I also want one there. I think I know what I want to put there. Okay. So I have... I think honestly what gave me a taste for suffering was like some very impactful like tabletop role playing and LARP sessions where it's like I played a game of Lady Blackbird once, where I don't know if anyone else is familiar with Lady Blackbird, but the person playing the captain wasn't like really like in role playing to be a romantic lead. So I was playing Naomi and kind of ended up sort of taking the place of the like romantic plot line. Where's like two women who really intensely care about each other. This might be and like I did not revisit the possibility that it might be homoerotic until several years later when several things clicked into place. But the last episode, the last game ended with like Lady Blackbird dying and Naomi like crying over her body, and that kicked so much ass that I just really got a taste for it. Yeah, Naomi Lady Blackbird is like the good shit. That was a good game of Lady Blackbird. I had a really good GM for it. And I think between that and some of the LARP stuff that I was doing, it gave me like a really, like a taste of like really intense emotion. Yeah, it's really fun. Like honestly, I would love to run it sometime. I also have like a variant that the same GM wrote for like a second game that was a Teen Witch based Lady Blackbird setting where it's like not the same characters but same system. Like between that and also Madoka Magica hitting me at like my senior year of college when I was really like personally suffering. Naomi, who was trying to say, oh yeah, that's pretty solid. I feel like that's a solid interpretation where it's like, I don't think this marriage is a good idea, but I don't think that you need to like follow your family's wishes either. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, I know there's also like a PDF that someone wrote up. I forget if it was John Harper or someone else called, I think it's titled like Blackbird Pie or something like that, and it's basically a guide for writing your own stuff on the same system, which is really neat. Because I really do honestly like the underlying system as far as like creating characters and what it says about the characters and how like the dice pool resource swinging back and forth works as far as storytelling. 57. Yeah. I just really like that you're sort of encouraged to flesh out the way you're encouraged to flesh out the characters. And just kind of go for it with whatever happens to feel like it would be relevant to the current moment. God, there's so many role-playing games that I want to run and or play. It's really just an impression of me that I only have so much brain bandwidth and so much energy as a person. How powerful is too powerful of a villain and a hero? I feel like it depends on what kind of tone you're trying to set, honestly. Um, Although I feel like if you go for like, if you go way on the too powerful end, then, I mean, that's definitely like kind of a larger than life tale, but I feel like sometimes people find that like kind of not relatable in some ways. Like, I've never necessarily been like super into the kind of like character gets a bunch of superpowers and then suddenly like it's a wish fulfillment power fantasy. But that's me personally. Like, there's clearly definitely a niche for that. I'm just not a power fantasy person. So I definitely have a bias in this race. Yeah, it's always nice how there's, in Lady Blackbird, there's a lot of room for different takes on a character, because I know some people, it's like, I know when I was playing it, the GM was like, wow, I've never, like, it's a very different take on Naomi than I've ever seen anyone do. Which was kind of gratifying. And, like, the guy who was playing the captain was definitely always gonna, like, put his own spin on whatever he was doing, because bless friend Howard, who could always be depended on to do the craziest fucking thing that the GM had never thought of in any game that he was in. Yeah, it's like my personal opinion on like power level of hero and villain is that I want to see like a little bit of a struggle, because that's what I find interesting, and I think that sort of like makes the story really compelling and gives you something to like sink your teeth into narratively. And also, I think as far as like differential in power level, I feel like it should always feel earned when there's like a victory, or if it's like, you know, not just a might makes right kind of thing, but like you've won because you were able to like sway a lot of people to your side, because you're able to unite a bunch of people behind one common cause, or because you did something really clever with what you had at your disposal, rather than just trying to like smash your way through. I think that kind of stuff is really interesting, personally. Losing which one I was on. Okay. Oh wait, I skipped a number, so that should be for 5. I always hate it when I accidentally fuck up the footnote numbering, but at least I caught it before I did the HTML rendering. So many footnotes of thinking about how cool and hot Calpsut is, which is how I live my life every day. And once again, we have been listening to lo-fi hip-hop for God, what is the name of the stream again? For like studying and something. It's the Lo-Fi Girl playlist. It's the really iconic one. Lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to relax and study to. We all know and love Lo-Fi Girl. Okay, and that is the end of the 20-minute timer for our fourth and last sprint of the night. So I hope everyone got some good stuff done tonight. It sounds like we all did make some good strides. My chapter is still not at 6K, thank God. I think I may manage to come in under 6K, so it's probably going to be more like 5.8. Oh God. Oh, that's a long ass chapter. You know, I started out aiming for something like 2.5K per chapter, and it just really crept. But sometimes you just need that much. God. Oh Lord. Okay. Well, I've only got a few footnotes left to do in this chapter, so I don't know. Maybe I'll see about see if I can finish it tonight. Give it one more run through tomorrow or something like that, or maybe I'll stay up fucking late at night because I know myself and I know my shitty ass sleep hygiene. And I'll finish polishing this up, writing all the footnotes, and then detonate the suffering bomb on AO3. This thing is gonna clock in at something like 75K or 80K. Oh, just started writing today. Nice. Word count 209. That's pretty good so far. The most important step is doing any writing at all. So that's really cool that you're starting to get stuff together on your project. Yeah, I think it's I know one of my friends has called, what is it, body doubling? When you sort of quietly work with other people in your vicinity or like online or on a voice call, which is helpful for stuff with like some kinds of attention or executive function problems, which I definitely have in spades. So it's nice to have people to kind of hang out with and work with. Oh, good job. Way to write the fucking setup. We're all getting things done out here today. But yeah, so I'm gonna sign off because I still need to make dinner. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I have ADHD, but I'm like, I might have ADHD. It's really unclear. Comorbidity is a bitch. Yeah, I still haven't eaten tonight, and I still need to make dinner. So I'm gonna sign off and go put some food in my mediocre flesh suit. And I will see you all on the flip side. I hope everyone who is celebrating a holiday this week has a lovely holiday, whatever way you decide to celebrate it. And I hope everyone has a really good weekend otherwise. So I'll see you all next week. Hope to see you again.